You are scrolling through Instagram when an ad appears. The clothes look beautiful, the website looks polished, everything is 70% off, and apparently the sale ends tonight. You have never heard of the shop, but the comments are full of people saying things like, "I love this," and "just ordered mine." Would you trust it? Because some fake shops no longer look obviously fake. They borrow product photos, copy professional websites, buy social media engagement, and create convincing ads designed to reach exactly the right shopper. And by the time you discover that the business behind the beautiful Instagram page barely exists, your payment may already be gone. In this video, I'll show you the 3 warning signs that an Instagram shop may be fake and the checks you should make before you buying. Not so you become suspicious of every small business you find online, but so you can tell the difference between a genuine new shop and a convincing checkout page with nobody reliable behind it. Welcome or welcome back to WebshopSavvy, a channel about shopping online with more confidence, awareness, and control. Let's begin with the first warning sign. The Instagram page may have a logo, the website may have a brand name, it may even have an About Us page telling you that the company was created by people who are passionate about quality. But who is actually selling to you? Before buying, try to find the company legal name, its physical or geographical address, a working email address or another reliable contact method, company registration or VAT information, clear terms and conditions, information about delivery, cancellations and returns. Under EU consumer rules, an online trader should provide clear information about its identity and geographical address before you buy. A social media username is not a business identity. Neither is a brand store about bringing customers carefully selected products from around the world. If the page says the company is based in Paris, Copenhagen or Amsterdam, check whether the address is real. Search the company name separately. See whether it appears in an official business register. Check on the street view. Also, check whether the information is consistent. Does the About page mention one company name while the terms and conditions mention another? Does the contract page claim the shop is European, but the return policy tells you to send products somewhere outside of Europe? Does the website show a local address, but warn that international customs charges may apply? One inconsistency does not automatically prove that the shop is fake. Small businesses can have imperfect websites. But several inconsistencies suggest that you may not be dealing with the business the website wants you to imagine. And that matters because your consumer rights are only useful if you know who is responsible for respecting them. If your order never arrives, you need more than an Instagram account that can delete your comments and disappear. So the first WebshopSavvy rule is, before trusting the products, identify the seller. The second warning sign is not simply a low price. Genuine shops have sales, new businesses offer introductory discounts. Outlet stores can sell products far below the original price. The warning sign is the combination of an extraordinary discount and constant pressure to act immediately. You may see things like almost everything reduced by 70 or 80%, a closing down sale from a shop you have never heard of, a countdown timer that restarts when you refresh the page, messages claiming that only 2 items remain, pop-ups saying that several other people are viewing the same product, a sale that supposedly ends today but it's still running next week. These messages are designed to move your attention away from one question, can I trust this shop, and towards another, what if I miss the deal? That change is important. Once you start worrying about losing the product, you are less likely to check the company, compare prices, or read the return conditions. It is the same reason fake shops often appear in social media feeds. You are not searching for a particular business. The product found you while you were relaxed, curious, and only one click away from buying. Misleading offers, false scarcity, and inaccurate information can qualify as unfair commercial practices under EU consumer law. But the practical problem comes first. You cannot rely on legal rights to make an anonymous seller suddenly become honest. Before buying, ignore that claim discount for a moment and look at the actual price. Search for the same product elsewhere. You may discover that the €120 dress reduced to €29 is being sold on several websites for around €20. In that case, €120 may never have been a meaningful selling price at all. You can also leave the website and return later. If the supposedly final countdown begins again, it was not counting down your opportunity. It was counting down your patience. The second WebshopSavvy rule is, when a shop tells you to hurry, slow down, a genuine bargain should survive a few minutes of investigation. The third warning sign is a shop that makes buying extremely easy, but makes contact, returns, and refunds remarkably difficult to understand. Before paying, look for answers to these questions. How can I contact the seller outside Instagram? Where would I have to return the product? Who pays for the return? How long is the delivery expected to take? What happens if the parcel never arrives? Which country is the product being shipped from? Can I use a payment method that offers some form of buyer protection? If those answers are hidden, contradictory, or missing, do not assume you will be able to solve everything later. Pay particular attention to the return address. A shop may present itself as a European fashion boutique while sending products directly from a supplier elsewhere. You may then discover that returning a €25 item requires tracked international shipping costing almost as much as a product, or more. That does not necessarily mean the shop is fake. It may be a drop shipping business, but it can still leave you with a very different purchase from the one you thought you were making. When buying online from professional EU trader, consumers normally have 14 days after delivery to withdraw from the purchase, although some types of products and contracts are excluded. But having a legal right and being able to use it are not always the same thing. If the seller has provided false contact details, ignores every message, or disappears completely, getting your money back may depend on your payment provider rather than the shop's beautifully written refund policy. That is why the payment method matters. Avoid sellers asking you for bank transfers, cryptocurrency, gift cards, or other payment methods that are difficult to reverse. A card or payment service may give you more options if the product never arrives, although the exact protection depends on the provider and circumstances. And never assume that the shop is safe simply because the website accepts familiar payment cards. The card logos at the bottom of the page are not certificates of honesty. The third WebshopSavvy rule is, check how you would get out of the purchase before you enter it. Now let's put it into practice. If you find an unfamiliar shop through Instagram, make these 5 checks before paying. First, search for the company independently. Do not rely only on links and information provided by the shop itself. Search the company name, address, email address, and website name. Add words such as reviews, scam, complaint, or refund. You are not only looking for bad reviews. You are checking whether the business has an existence beyond its own website and social media accounts. Second, investigate the product photos. Use a reverse image search or search the product description. If the same photographs appear on many unrelated pages, the Instagram shop may not have designed or photographed the product it claims to sell. That does not automatically make it fraudulent, but it tells you that the brand image may not reflect the actual business behind it. It can also help you discover what the product normally costs and what it may really look like. Third, examine the reviews carefully. Do not judge a shop by the comments under its own advertisements. Comments can be selected, deleted, restricted, or fabricated. Look for reviews on independent websites and pay attention to what customers actually describe. Other specific details about delivery, product quality, and returns? Or is every review a short and enthusiastic variation of amazing quality? Also check the dates. A large number of reviews appearing within a very short period can be another reason to investigate further. Fourth, read the return information. You do not need to analyze every paragraph of the terms and conditions. Find the practical information. Where do returns go? How long do you have? What will returning the product cost? Are there any unusual conditions or exclusions? If you cannot understand the return process before buying, it is quite unlikely to become clear after the shop has your money. Fifth, save the evidence. Take screenshots of the product page, the advertised price, the delivery promise, the product description, the return conditions, your order confirmation, any communication with the seller. Websites can change, social media accounts can disappear. Your screenshots may become important if you need to challenge the payment or show what the seller originally promised. Finding a shop through Instagram does not mean Instagram has personally verified that seller. An attractive profile, thousands of followers, and a professional advertisement can create trust, but none of them proves that the company is reliable. Even engagement can be misleading. Followers can be bought. Comments can be copied. Negative responses can be removed. At the same time, we should not assume that every unfamiliar Instagram business is fraudulent. Many genuine small brands begin on social media and may not yet have hundreds of independent reviews. That is why the aim is not to judge a shop by one imperfect detail. Look at the full picture. Can you identify the seller? Does the offer make sense? Do you understand the delivery and return process? Can you pay in a reasonably protected way? A legitimate shop should survive those basic questions. So the three main warning signs are: you cannot clearly identify the business behind the shop. The discount is combined with artificial urgency and pressure. Contact, payment, and return information is missing or contradictory. One warning sign may have innocent explanation. Two should make you pause. And if you find all three, that beautiful Instagram shop is probably not the hidden gem it wants you to believe it is. The most useful question is not simply, does this website look professional? It is, if something goes wrong, do I know who sold this to me and can I realistically reach them? Because creating a polished Instagram advertisement is easy, building a legitimate, traceable, and accountable business takes considerably more work. The next time an unfamiliar shop offers you the perfect product at an impossible price, give yourself 5 minutes before buying. Check the seller, check the images, check the returns. That small pause may save you money, stress, and weeks of unanswered messages. If this video helped you, subscribe for more practical guidance on online shopping, consumer rights, and tactics influencing what we buy. Shop smart, stay curious, and don't let the beautiful feed replace a basic background check. Until next time.